about to watch an opinion-based podcast. This episode is not meant to be facts. It is only the opinion of the host. The host lists all references with links in the box below. Again, this is only the opinion of the host.
He's here. He's here. Now broadcasting somewhere in Northern California.
In the bowels, right to the belly of the beast.
Inside his command post. Somewhere in the brick and steel of a nondescript building. We have made contact with him. Don Rob from Don Rob Flixx.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you for coming. If you're here on audio only, please make sure you add me to your playlist. That's very important for you to do. It keeps me going. It keeps me in the rhythm. Keeps me in all the algorithms. You know what I mean? And if you're here on YouTube or now on Rumble, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when I'm dropping stuff. Because, you know, I'm going to start changing my format. You know, these are all long ones. I'm going to add some short ones too. So just keep that in mind, all right? I appreciate it. But, you know, we all have said and done some stupid, dumb, you know, stuff in our younger years, right? Maybe some of you haven't, but I know I have. I've done a lot, man. Look, both Gen Z and Gen Alpha only know life with iPhones and easy access to the fucking internet, right? Millennials, Gen Z, and the fucking baby boomers know life before the easy button. Baby boomers, they still have, you know, the dumb phone, you guys. Gen X created everything we use and gave birth to Gen Z and Alpha. Think about that, you know what I mean? I mean, the millennials are still complaining about everything and, you know, worried about work-home life balance. Meanwhile, everyone is worried about AI taking over, Orange Man bad, ICE raids, nationwide protests, furries and transgenders are becoming assassins, food costs are high, gas prices still high, our politicians on both sides are fucking infighting, both parties divided, political streamers are the new news, mainstream news is dead, mainstream everything is dead. The world is so fucking big it seems small these days, man. And last month, not one single fucking rap song, hip-hop song was on the Billboard Top 100. Can you believe that? And our streets are out of control, man. Look at this. In Mexico, out of control too. Shit's wild, man.
Here? Are you
There's
kidding
Canada.
me? Who is that? Is that a regular person who stole that?
That's the violence in Canada.
What the is that?
Follow me here, all right? On September
Ridiculous. 500,000 people
82, I
trying
think
to
this-
stop a
this
senseless
happened.
war. You
This show
find that
came out like-
ridiculous?
I'm talking about the outfits.
1 year later, the world first seen this right here, the internet. Follow me, all right? Just stay with me. December of 2005, YouTube launched. But 8 years before that happened, this dude right here was born, you guys.
Hello, everybody. I am Nicholas J. Fuentes. You're watching the Nicholas J. Fuentes Show. Since this is our first episode, I thought I'd offer a brief introduction. I am a libertarian with a small L, a Republican, and a constitutionalist. I believe in individualism, American exceptionalism, and small government. Now, our first topic for our first episode is the 2016 presidential election. Now, this election has been crazy. Literally crazy. We have Lindsey Graham destroying his cell phone with a golf club. We have Donald Trump telling us we're going to get tired of winning. We have Ben Carson, Carly Fiorina, Bernie Sanders. Who could have seen this one
remember all
coming?
that. You guys remember that? That's the big bad Nick Fuentes back in high school. How do I know? It must have been when he's in high school. Well, I did my research. Plus, you know, you tell me what this looks like. Just, you got to pay attention to people's surroundings, man. You got to look at the surroundings, you know, and it tells you a lot about a lot. I mean, look, what do you think?
Now, panel. The first question, I guess the most important question is this. Who do you think will be the GOP nominee? JP, we'll start with you.
I'm going to be completely honest, and I honestly have no idea at this point in time. I had my feelings about Scott Walker before he decided to drop out, and personally, I think it's kind of absurd that he was the first one to do so.
Look, he's a modern day shock jock. If politics was the fucking rap game, this dude right here, has been battle rapping for over a decade in the grimiest spots against the best of the best, man. Don't believe me?
My name is Nicholas J. Fuentes. I'm a live streamer. I've been doing a show called America First for 8 years, almost 8 years now. I'm 26, from Chicago. I'm a reactionary, Trump supporter. Well, I was a Trump supporter, not so much anymore, but I'll be defending Trump. That's fine from, debate point of view. And so that's me. So I'm excited to be here. It's going to be good.
Hold on. You want to know what's shady about that? That's just unbelievable.
Go ahead, Nick.
Because the government literally made deals that some businesses could stay open and some were forced to stay closed. That's what's shady about it. Like, for example, they said that Walmart and Walgreens could stay open and small businesses had to shut down.
No, they didn't.
They absolutely
You're just
did. Are there any leaders doing fucked up stuff in Africa and Latin America?
I think that generally the United States
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, they're probably, of course. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
so
there's like 6 ongoing genocides.
where are the ground wars in Africa and Latin
No
America?
geostrategic interest, and I don't know if there are. I don't know if there are democracies there. I don't know if there are democracies that we feel like are worth
What was the
supporting.
geostrategic interest in toppling Saddam Hussein in 2003?
So that's my answer to your, so when you say babies, it ties into like abortion policy. It's just like cheap, low IQ, left-wing bullshit. But anyway, go ahead.
What are your thoughts on Nazi Germany?
What?
Not a fan. Not a fan. Why? Do you think I'm a Nazi?
I first heard about him a few years ago, but that was it. I didn't see him much anymore, man. Now he's fucking everywhere. You see his name everywhere. I have to be real. I was shocked when I first seen him. When I first seen what he looks like, man. I was expecting someone different. Let's just leave it at that. Weren't you? The 27-year-old seems, since being allowed back onto X, he started to really see his show, grow on Rumble. It's exploding, man. Fuentes randomly posts comments like this right here. They aren't talking about Jewish power. It's because they're in on it. He has over 1 million followers and growing fast, man. Fuentes has been featured in articles like Wired, The Atlantic, New York Times.
Good evening. My name is Nicholas J. Fuentes. Welcome to the 2014 Speech Team Regional Performance.
Nicholas Joseph Fuentes was born on August 18, 1998, to a middle-class Catholic family outside of Chicago. He's described himself as always having been interested in politics. Once he graduated from Lyons Township High, Nick went on to Boston University, where he eventually dropped out. But before he dropped out, he was recognized by many as a passionate, well-diverse, well-spoken young Republican.
I did something on the campus. I debated the class president or whatever. It's a long story how it got going, and that's how I actually met Cassie Dillon. She live streamed it on Periscope, and she told me after the fact, she said, Ben Shapiro watched it, and I told him he needs to take you under his wing. And the show wasn't even big. I had like 100 live viewers. I would get 1,000 views per episode. But they were on top of this. And even Ben Shapiro, he quote tweeted one of my tweets and said, because I said something to the effect of, if you're Mexico first, live in Mexico. If you're China first, live in China. If you're Israel first, live in Israel. And he quote tweets me on Christmas Eve and says, well, that's the surest sign you're an anti-Semite, is to accuse a Jew of dual loyalty. And I'm sitting there like, it's true. You do have dual loyalty.
That's when he started to see any criticism he ever made towards Israel as anti-Semitic and was labeled a far-right loudmouth of hate.
I said, why does the United States give Israel $3.8 billion per year? What do you make of this whole arrangement? I said, is it because they are our closest ally and I'm missing something? I said, or are we being lobbied? And there's this deep contradiction and double standard, and it's obviously being enforced by foreign influence and money. And I remember they hated the line of questioning.
And when you say they, you're referring to this friend group?
Yes,
okay.
This Daily Wire friend group. They were all writers there, and you could still find their articles online. And they, at first it was sort of playful. They said, oh, haha, very good. They almost thought I was joking. They said, oh, it's very funny, but you really shouldn't ask that, they would say. They'd say, there's a good answer for all those questions. They'd say, but the way you're asking it is anti-Semitic. They said, and, we're happy to talk with you one-on-one in person, like they're going to teach me how to ask a question.
They said, because the way you're saying it, it sounds hateful and it's wrong. 6 years ago to the day, I did a debate on Twitch. They banned me on Twitch because I did so well, and they changed the terms of service to do it. Banned on YouTube, banned on Twitch, banned on PayPal, banned on Stripe, banned from Bank of America, banned from Chase Bank, banned from US Bank, banned from Airbnb, banned from Delta Airlines, banned from CPAC, banned from Email Octopus, Authorize.net, banned from DLive, banned from Instagram, Facebook. I've been banned from shit you haven't even heard of. And, you know, this is something that maybe is helpful to explain my mindset. I'm waiting for someone to prove me wrong. I'm pushing on all these narratives, the foreign aid, the Iraq war, all of it. And I'm waiting for someone to tell me, here's all the evidence, the obvious evidence that it isn't all just a big thing. Mm-hmm. It's not just a big conspiracy. And I'm asking in good faith, where is that evidence? Cassie, my friend, and all the rest of them. And instead of getting an answer, I'm getting blocked. I'm getting tattled on. I'm getting clipped out of context. They're selling me out to the left. I'm getting called names.
Nick started to receive bad news coverage because at this time he was a staunch supporter of soon-to-be number 45. But really, it was words like
and
this.
I would even say that the Holocaust falls under this category. When I hear these stories about gassing your own people, stealing and kidnapping hundreds of thousands of kids, bombing orphanages, cutting babies' heads off, it reminds me of all the stories about the Holocaust. Do you even know all of them? They say, for example, about the Holocaust, I mean, everyone knows the basic story. I always get grilled about it. They say, do you believe that 6 million died? Do you believe that they used gas chambers? And do you believe that it was a systematic extermination of the Jewish people? Those are the three concrete claims about the Holocaust that they enforce. But did you know that claims have been made by Holocaust survivors at various times in history that go far beyond those three things? Some have said, for example, that Jews in concentration camps were masturbated to death. That Nazi scientists were experimenting on them with masturbation machines, and they were masturbating them to death. Do I have to believe that?
Since he was now essentially blacklisted for mainstream conservatism, he began building his own right-wing movement. He even started his own annual event called FPAC. This was Nick's response to his banning from CPAC and Turning Point USA events.
I think I remember you in Orlando.
I was in Orlando.
Yeah, I remember you kicked me out there too.
I probably did.
Or maybe it was Dallas, I don't remember. Ben, it's great to see you. Why did you give a 45-minute speech about me at Stanford and you won't even look at me? Come on, I'm right here.
He spent the next few years in the underground, fostering a larger following, while also completing his associate's degree. But it was in 2020 that Nick would receive another targeted lashing from the powers that be. This time it was because of what he did before and on January 6th, where he helped stir up the crowd. And while he never entered the Capitol itself, that didn't stop the government from coming after him. The persecution then continued. He received a permanent ban from the largest broadcasting platform on Earth. But Nick was able to find some autonomy through the online platform called Cozy TV, where he aired his show following the ban. Once the free speech website Rumble increased in relevancy, Nick started uploading his America First episodes there. His following began to snowball, and as his prominence grew, the artist formerly known as Kanye West posted that he was in communication with Nick. And after he had his own public denunciation of Jewish power, they came out together on multiple occasions for some very viral moments.
Yo, you know I'm here with my white supremacist homeboy, Nick. We back.
You know, blacks are overrepresented in violent crime. But when you meet an individual black person, you don't apply that. You start with a fresh slate every time you meet someone. Do you do that with Jews? Nope.
Stride, and it's like, I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using the. I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You got
In 2022, Ye took Nick to a dinner he was invited to attend with DJT in Mar-a-Lago. This became a huge media bash on all three of them.
Meeting of the mindless at Mar-a-Lago. We learned on Friday that Trump had dinner with Kanye West and a white supremacist / Holocaust denier named Nick Fuentes.
After Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter, following his insistence that he was a champion of free speech, he allowed Nick back onto Twitter, now called X. Through the freedom that Rumble provided and this new access to X, Nick's relevance and popularity skyrocketed. His infamy had grown to such a degree that he was even made the target of an assassination attempt in December of 2024. And it's curious to notice just how little coverage or support he received in response to it. Throughout the many years filled with smears and exclusion, there has still not been a single mainstream, right-wing figure who has consistently defended Nick from the start. Even Tucker Carlson recently moved from ignoring to now mocking him, and he still refuses to have him on.
Nick Fuentes, this child, this weird little gay kid in his basement in Chicago.
But now in mid-2025, we see clips of Nick being played on CNN and other left-wing outlets. This could be for the bashing of DJT, but Nick used it for his own stepping stool, or showing Nick's humor as being indicative of extremism. But regardless, this is clearly a much different landscape. Even Tucker Carlson has now invited him on for a long-form interview. That interview did not sit well with higher powers, and Tucker has received backlash for it, but Tucker still did it because it was the right thing to do.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I wanted to meet you. I've heard about you.
I've heard about you.
So, well, thank you. I want to understand what you believe, and I want to give you a chance in a minute to just lay it out.
Israel benefits from the attack by Hamas because now they get to solve the Gaza question finally. Now they get to go in and kill them all and ethnically cleanse this region. In doing so, they know they're provoking and basically an unavoidable retaliation. There's an unavoidable reciprocal attack by these Iranian militias against Israel. And all that does is give Israel an excuse to do what they always wanted to do, which is to bomb Iran's centrifuges, which is their nuclear program. And if they do that, then Iran is in a war with Israel, and then they draw the United States into a war with Iran. And they get the crown jewel, what they always wanted, which is an end to the regime in Syria and an end to the regime in Iran. And that seems to be the big play that Israel is making.
People say, well, if Trump gets elected, he'll be better on tech censorship. Trump is implying he'll use the government to crack down on so-called anti-Semitism on the internet. That's what Republicans are doing right now. That's what all the Zionist donors are complaining about, is the anti-Semitism on TikTok and X. So I'm actually less confident that Trump will allow us to have our free speech than we would under a Democratic administration.
I said that before you came on. I said, listen, I have guests on that are consistently right. You can disagree with overall your views or whatever, but you've been dead on. So my North Star is who's the most accurate. That's what I have on. So you did predict all this, which makes me physically ill. So what? Look at the crystal ball, Nick Fuentes. What is going to happen, and then what do we do?
Nick is now 27 years old and is the leader of his own political movement. Nick has followers worldwide, mostly young men, but he is gaining with young women. After just a little over 1 decade of non-stop in-your-face politics, Nick has gone from a nobody to one of the most controversial known political talking heads in America, and he isn't slowing down.
And the only reason that I'm telling you this now is because if anything happens to me, this is what you need to do. The project of the free people of America, the project of American sovereignty, of Christian nationalists, of anybody that cares about our independence, as the 1776 movement, as the new American Revolution, is to, just as they started newspapers and campus groups and book clubs and published books and made movies, we need to expose what they are doing in the same way. And the reason I'm telling you all this now is so that you can finish it if I can't. Because I won't even let death stop me.
Seems like a nice guy, right? Well, here he is openly discussing his love for Hitler.
Hitler was a pedophile and kind of a pagan. It's like, well, he was also really fucking cool. So, time to grow up. We're not children anymore, am I right? Am I right? Am I right,
Practice
boys?
what you preach, Nick.
Am I right? Let's go. He was also really fucking cool. And any boy knows that. Anybody that watches these videos where he's rolling down the street and stuff, it's like, this guy's awesome.
Nah, man.
This guy's cool.
Man. He also said this right here. Look, check this out, man. Look at this.
And now they're going on about Russia and Vladimir Putin is Hitler. And they say that's not a good thing. And I shouldn't have said that.
No, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't have said that.
But you knew what you're doing. He was asked if Hitler is bad. And, here's his answer. It was a simple question. Is Hitler good guy or bad guy? What do you think he said? Check this out, man.
Hitler, good guy, bad guy?
That's the top. Well, there are no good and bad guys. They're just people.
But that's not true, dude.
It is true.
I mean, so if you had to check one box.
I'm going to say I'm neutral on that. I'm abstaining from
There's
that
no neutral.
You're saying that Hitler was not a bad guy?
I think that, it's
But then
World
you're
War.
questioning why people may not want you talking?
What are your thoughts on Nazi Germany?
What? Not a fan. Not a fan. Why? Do you think I'm a Nazi? Is that
No,
what that's
no.
about?
I wanted your specific thoughts on specifically the scientific experiments that German scientists were instructed to do during World War II.
Well, I will say that there is a lot of nonsense floating around there. Like I said, not a denier, but we can all agree that this lampshades and bars of soap business, bunch of bullshit. Okay, I mean, like if you read some of these like diaries or personal accounts, and I don't know if you guys want to look into this, but they make these ridiculous claims. Like there was one claim, and this was, by the way, like the Nuremberg trials. So this is not like I'm pulling this out of my ass. This was in the Nuremberg trials when they're trying the Nazis for war crimes. You had a guy that claimed that they would electrify the floors to kill people. They would electrify the floor. They had people that said that they would use carbon monoxide to kill people by running like gas engines. And the narrative is that it was Zyklon or whatever, but it wasn't carbon monoxide engines. That doesn't make any sense. They would say that they would be ushered into like death chambers, get haircuts, then get the hair removed to make beds for Germans, move the people out, clean up the rooms, move them back in, then kill them. I think there's a lot of stuff that's clearly atrocity propaganda. You see this in any war, in any time. There's atrocity propaganda where they try and really make it heavy-handed to guilt people and to bring down the hammer on the transgressing country. But obviously, I'm against genocide or human experimentation. I'm against things that are evil, but I every Holocaust survivor said that they were experimented on by Mengele. Like every single one, the Nazi doctor. And it's like, definitely he existed and definitely did terrible things, but not every one of them saw that guy. Like, clearly there's some fibbing going on. So I would say that I'm against atrocities. I'm a decent person. I'm Christian. I don't think genocide is good. Murder, state systematic murder. I don't know, not down with that, or experimentation, but I do think, there's a lot of stuff, electric floors, lampshades, that kind of stuff. I think we can all agree that's pretty silly.
I think that, it's. But then you're war. questioning why people may not want you talking.
He's doing it
on
purpose.
a platform.
Look, if we're going to say Hitler bad, then I'm going to say Churchill bad, and I'm going to say Roosevelt bad, and I'm going to say they're all bad. But if we look at him as a product of his time in that moment, we have to judge him with those things in mind. That's all.
Fuentes also is a Holocaust denier. I mean, I'm not one of these crazy, people that care about all this shit, but, I just don't like racism, man. Here's his analogy, what he gives about the Holocaust right here. I mean, I just don't get why he does these things, man. I mean, he could go so much further, I think. He really could, man. He's smart. He's a bright guy, and he knows how to talk.
The math doesn't quite seem to add up there. I don't think you'd result in 6 million, maybe 200 to 300,000 cookies. And I think the Red Cookie Association said something like that, probably 200 to 300,000 cookies baked, probably.
I mean, why, man? I would say he's an idiot, man, but I know he's fucking smart, high IQ, man. He knows what he's doing, and he knows it's working. He's becoming famous, man. He's blowing up, so famous. He likes to compare himself to Jesus. He believes the Jews hate him, just like they hated Jesus. Don't believe me? Check this out, man. Look at his green screen performance, that he set up in his fake altar. I won't tell you where he did it at, but look, I'm not trying to make fun of him, man. Not at all. Because it's just, I don't like...
We need to eradicate Jewish stranglehold over the United States of America. We're in a holy war, and I will tell you this. Because we're willing to die in the holy war, we will make them die in the holy war. And they will go down. We have God on our side, and they will go down with their satanic master. They have no future in America. The enemies of Christ have no future in this world.
He's a Christian nationalist, man, who promises to purge our country with non-Christians. He even did his speech in front of, guns and bullets, you know what I mean? In his green screen. He also claims to be a misogynist. He believes rape is not a big deal and women shouldn't go to college. He says he can imagine murdering his make-believe wife. Then he said he's kidding, but said, women really do piss him off. Dude, why? Why do you got to say, take it to that next extreme, crazy level? I mean, I get, that's why we're all talking about you, right? It worked. He also said this about women right here, man. Look at this. And why they need to go back 1,000 years.
What happened in the good old days 1,000 years ago when people like this, instead of arguing them or saying, hey, listen, darling, everything's okay, they would dunk them in the river or burn them alive. I said, this is the kind of thing that we need to see more of, is burning them alive a little bit more.
Dude, the crime he was talking about, you guys, was, guess what? Witchcraft. Yeah. Oh, and he also claims to be a proud incel and that sleeping with women. Are you ready for this? He thinks it's gay for a man to be with a woman, you guys. Does that make any sense to you?
If we're really being honest, never having a girlfriend, never having sex with a woman really makes you more heterosexual, because honestly, dating women is gay. Having sex with women is gay.
You seem like a nice guy in person, to your credit,
He's confused, I think.
Now, to what Michael said, you do.
Or he's just making jokes. I don't know what it is.
People, you get angry that people are complaining that you use the N-word, that you said Hitler is very cool. But 45 minutes ago, you threw a huge fit whenever anyone here brought up the accusations of you watching child porn.
I don't think that's an accusation. Who's accusing me of that?
I mean, I think Ethan Ralph, I think quite a few people online have talked about you being a closet homosexual as well and watching child porn. I mean, it's I think you know what I'm talking about. And
Nima, where are you getting this story from?
Attack, what evidence do you have for any of this?
We want you to know that we looked deep into this and could not find anyone in any time period that ever accused Nick of a serious accusation like this. We have come to the conclusion that the bald-headed dude wearing tennis-style Daisy Duke shorts and shaves his legs is a fucking liar and doesn't know how to debate someone he disagrees with. The words we would use for this is very simple terms. Is
self-projecting.
He can speak for himself.
That you're a closet homosexual?
Yeah, what's the evidence?
I think enough people have told me. I think it's been all over it.
So what's the evidence, if you know?
What's the evidence that you're straight?
You also promote like the way of interacting with women, and I go, have you been in a relationship with a woman?
No.
So how are you telling other people how to behave towards women when you yourself have not had any actual physical, interaction with them in a romantic capacity, or in fact in any capacity where you uphold them in a way that treats them with respect? I mean, if you're out here arguing that women are basically half the value of, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, in fact, because that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you are looking to some other regimes around the world that do think that women are half the value of a man, I have to question what kind of a person who's had no experience with women is in a position to basically promote these ideas.
Well, I'm having an experience with a woman right now, and I've had lots of experiences with women in my life, not romantically per se, but I've talked to enough women. I've been in, I've known enough women to know sort of what's going on. I'm married to the business, okay? But
So wait, what is like the most intimacy that you can do in that case? What is that?
I don't know. Handshakes, hugs.
Is that what it is? This maybe? Is the most
Something like
intimate
that.
thing you've ever experienced?
No, I kissed a girl once.
You did?
Yeah.
You like it?
14. I was sort of indifferent. I was impartial.
And yes, he hates Muslims, you guys. Of course, And you don't want to hear what he, thinks about black people, you guys. He thinks he had a better life under Jim Crow laws. He really did. Let's see what else he thinks should happen. I mean, are you guys curious?
Banning gay marriage is back on the menu. Banning sodomy is back on the menu. Banning contraceptives is back on the menu.
Dude, only a virgin that doesn't know about STDs or ever had a family member or cousin or anything like that die of AIDS would say that.
And basically, we're having something like Taliban rule in America in a good way. We're having something like a Catholic Taliban rule in America.
Believe it or not, he claimed to be a Trump, like a big cultist, man. Now all he does is talk shit about Trump. That's it. That's all he does, talk shit. He claims that, Trump's lack of deportations is the reason. He's also discussed with J.D. Vance's, biracial marriage. He also claims Trump supports Israel too much, and it's not because of Palestinians. It's because, he thinks that, the Jews control our government. Seriously. That's why. Look, again, I'm not like this big, crazy, I just don't like racism in any angle, any direction. At all. To really just sum it all up, let's just let Nick do it for you guys. You tell me. Tell me if I'm crazy.
Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
I almost forgot, you guys. I have to pay the bills, so we'll be right back, all right? Sorry.
Welcome to Cracker Barrel. Y'all come on in and make yourselves cozy. We got some good fixings cooking up for you. Would you just look at this grub right here? Home-cooked meatloaf, y'all. It don't get much better than this. Y'all love a good, old-fashioned home-cooked meal, right? We ain't got no meatloaf in bags cooking her in the microwave. Y'all think it's easy cooking all this food for all these people every day? Ha ha! It's like giving slop to pigs. All y'all talking about how hard our biscuits are. These things are soft and fluffy, y'all crazy? Well, thanks for stopping by, y'all. These new age folks are taking over. Ha ha! Thought they could just get rid of me. Well, I ain't going nowhere. It weren't always like this, There was a time when the sun shone brighter. See y'all around.
Welcome back. Now back to Nick, you guys. Let's go.
Hello. It doesn't matter. You can stay outside.
Okay.
Were you the one that got pushed?
I'm like so snowed. There's a woman standing out there. I'm sorry. I'm shaking
Where?
so hard. She was right in front of this house.
Oh, you weren't involved?
I saw the whole thing,
okay.
And I would be more than happy to explain to you exactly what happened. And I tried to
So
film
she's up
it.
there right now?
Yeah, she is.
How does she look?
She's probably like my age. I think she is curly brown with gray hair. She's Hispanic. She's white. I mean, yes. Yeah, she's just right out there. I tried to get her to come with me.
You have an ID just so I could get your information real quick before I leave? So what happened?
So I was told by, I'll just be completely honest with you. He's the white supremacist that coined the phrase, your body, my choice.
When you're totally not pressed. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling? Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control.
Man. He's upset at all. He's upset every Karen out there, man, nationwide. But this one, these are in his hometown. He fucked up.
Is your middle initial M from her?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your current address? Can you just stay here? I'm gonna try to make sure she's okay.
Sure, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. I saw the whole thing.
So okay, can you just tell me really quick so I can go see if she's okay?
She went and pushed the doorbell. He opened the door, which was surprising. She didn't say a word. He came out with his full body, both arms, pushed her back. She fell off.
Put it below for them, right?
Fell off onto the ground. She's trying to get up, and as she's getting up, she has her phone in her hand. He grabs it. He's going back up the stairs.
She went to his front door.
Slams the phone down,
And this lady drove up.
Okay, and then he went inside?
It's a bunch of nosy Karens. They're all nosy. Bunch of nosy Karens. What are they doing? She drove over just to stalk him. The other lady went to his fucking front doorstep. What if he's like...
So what happened?
Okay, so I'm just asking, this is important for you to realize. Are you familiar with the resident?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with
So I'm not going to add extra to it. His name is Nick Fuentes, and he is a white supremacist, probably, and he was on his very popular YouTube channel talking about how after Trump won, to women everywhere, basically, your body, my choice.
Okay, yeah,
so
I got kind of somebody that's kind of doing this.
So there are a lot of people who are doxing him because he basically threatened every woman and their daughters by saying, your body, my choice. I don't care how he votes. I mean...
Well, he
was doxed.
It doesn't matter.
So
I mean, I know
all the
a lot of
Karens
Republicans
are circling his
so my
house.
point is, that is a threatening statement. And there are a lot of people who
And
are
it's not his house,
I came
you
by
guys.
here because I live in Berwyn. I live on the south side. And I came to do a little video because my friends keep saying, he was near town. So I went outside and did a little video. Rang in a friend, what's that?
In front of his house?
Yeah.
Like, his house?
On the sidewalk. Yeah.
Okay. And what was the reason for that, for videotaping his
because
house?
I wanted to show people that there was no, there were no, people are making claims that they're going to send deliveries to him of like dog food and stuff. And I was showing there are no boxes of that there.
Okay.
And so a woman driving by said, ring his doorbell and say hello. So there are no signs on there saying anything about no solicitors, okay? So I rang the doorbell, immediately opened the door, sprayed me with pepper spray, and pushed me down the steps.
He sprayed you with pepper spray?
Yes, he did.
And it got in your eyes?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay, before we go into I'm calling an ambulance to make sure you're... No, but I want you to get checked out.
Whatever it is.
To the Berlin. Can you roll an ambulance this way? She's stating that she got pepper spray in the face. I just want to make sure she's okay. Okay, so he opens the door.
He opened the door in the same movement. He sprayed me and pushed me down the steps.
And you
fell
onto
backwards. What? I fell onto the sidewalk.
Can you guys believe she said that, though?
He
That
grabbed my phone
he didn't have a no soliciting sign.
Yes. And we've been waiting for the police ever since. So.
Okay.
And now she's waiting for the cops
was here
because she went to his door
Can I ask
and
the
harassed
reason why you would come here to begin with?
Well, I mean,
to me, I know about the social post now. I mean, she told me about it. The lady that shot. It doesn't seem like a good idea to come to somebody's house and just, I mean, based on I get the post might upset you, and it might be something that you don't agree with, but to go to somebody's house is kind of over the top.
I understand that.
Yeah, psycho
at the
shit.
same time, it's
okay. So I'm getting a couple things about. Can we do it here, man? I don't want to follow you back. Well, I'm telling you, I'm just doing it here.
Let's do it here.
Come on, man. I don't want to.
Why?
Huh? I don't want to argue with you.
I want to go in the backyard where she can't have a line of sight.
Well, she's not even.
No, but she could. So
Nick, I don't want. I'm trying
to go to the backyard.
Nick, is your Nick? Is your name Nick?
Yes.
Okay, Nick. I'm trying to get your side of the story, and by you acting like this, it's not helping, man. I got two sides, two stories, and I'm trying to just kind of find the middle ground.
Well, let me take your card, because I'm not doing an interview. Huh? What I'm going to tell you is this.
Well, I heard they're targeting your house.
Yes, I've been
about
harassed
social
for the past
media
4 days.
Okay, and what is that about?
I posted a joke on the internet. I'm a live streamer.
You're like a YouTube channel, or something?
Yeah.
You're saying you're a white supremacist?
I'm not white supremacist. I'm actually not white supremacist.
I know. I saw that. Okay, but I mean, you know, this 124 man, you make one bad joke, and this happens, especially right now after Trump won that. Right. Okay.
Yeah, but
it's a very political thing to say.
We also live in a free country where you can speak without people showing up.
Yeah.
And trying to hurt you.
Oh, I'm so actually agreeing with you that people shouldn't show up to your house, but now you don't want to cooperate with me. You don't want to ask. Now I'm trying to get whether she actually did anything to prevent and push it on the stairs. Those are bad allegations. So I'm trying to get you to story. To me, if you don't tell me anything, I'm saying you want to cooperate. They don't want to answer the question.
Here's my side story. I'm here for my life. People have been posting my address online for the past 3 days, telling me they're coming to kill me, they're coming to rape me. I have all screenshots, pictures showing how long it's going to take to get to my house, and I have people showing up all day, and that's my side of the story. So I'm here for my life. I haven't slept for a few days. I've got nowhere to go. That's my side story.
10340 at 1446.
No comment on that.
No comment. No comment. Could you give me your card?
I don't have a card, but let me get your ID.
You don't have a card?
No, I don't have a card.
You have a card? No? You don't carry cards?
How does he not have a card?
What's your phone number, man?
I thought all popos got cards. Don't they? No, I'll just take his badge number. Man, I can't wait to tell all you guys my crazy stories in KCMO.
Yeah, it's no beef.
From Lee's Summit, Missouri.
What I was trying to say is
how racist all those cops are.
I wasn't taking sides. I don't take her side. I don't take your side. I'm putting you right down the middle. Okay. So right for now, with you not making any comments, I would have to take your side. Well, at least for now, I'm gonna go speak to her. So you don't want to talk to me about anything I have here today. All right, just stay right here, please, with him. I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes and we'll be done. Just gonna talk to you real quick.
Is that somebody you know? Just a random person? Random person. People come in here all weekend. What did she say? She's standing out there filming my house saying, "This is neo-Nazi Nick Fuentes, my address, my phone number." Some other lady pulls up, also to harass me. I says, "Oh, someone's already here." They're both here to harass me.
Ladies, don't do that, man. I mean, that's dangerous. Honestly, it's dangerous.
Now, Fuentes has a plan, a long-term one.
Does
He's promised that slowly but surely, piece by piece, it's not unlikely that in 5, 10, 15 years, we will have 10,000 hard-hitting groypers in every corridor of power.
I think we already
The plan
do.
is that bit by bit, we start to break down these walls, we start to get back in, and then one day we become the mainstream, referring to the right-wing organizations that have banned him and other white nationalists.
Now he's on banned by all of them.
Now, Fuentes knows that accomplishing this will require him to burnish his image a little bit.
What do you mean, funny voice guy? What do you mean by that?
It'll require, he says, quote, changing our look and aesthetic to blend in, put on the American flag.
I wonder if he'll keep saying the N-word on his show. What do you guys think?
We're going to have to stop saying the N-word on the show. Did you see that, by the way, at America Fest? Patrick Bet-David said he wouldn't interview me because I'm saying the N-word all the time. That's so ridiculous. I mean, are you serious? But it's true.
Like this,
but it's true. We can't have a professional operation if we're always saying the N-word. So
I agree.
We all have to make sacrifices, and that is one of the great ones. So
and when he does that, he can probably get the mainstream media in America eating out of his hands. I can already see
happened.
the New York Times story. A chastened Fuentes moderates his tone. I also think Fuentes is poised to take advantage of a political opening which has been created by the failure of the two major political parties in this country.
True.
He's lamented the fact that our kids and this generation is never going to own anything. Debt slavery, never owning a house, never owning a car, never paying off their school,
everything,
never
man,
making
can
an
you
income
fast
to
forward this
support a
guy? Though? I'm
family,
sick
not
of his
being able to
voice.
have a family.
Please.
When he says things like,
His voice bothers. Thank you. His voice bugs me. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to make you hear faster. Can you go faster? Thank you. That's good. You can stop.
to take this shit seriously, keep people like this as pariahs, thwart any effort to make them more mainstream or legitimate. And fighting them requires offering a powerful, inspiring alternative.
Where'd you find this guy, man? Sorry, we have to pay the bills again, you guys. I apologize.
Welcome to McDonald's. I knew you'd be back for more. I've got a magic secret that keeps my loyal customers coming back every day. Me and the squad are cooking up that sickness for everyone, and they fucking love it.
I have some special ingredients that nobody knows what it is. Funny thing is, they don't even care. They just keep coming back day after day.
So come by and see me and my friends. You know you want some. Stop fighting the urge.
Better get your meat, get your meat. I'ma get crazy, get your beef, it's so neat. Body parts and the party starts when I go.
Welcome to Burger King, home of the Whopper. Come inside and let us serve you. Have it your way.
I'm glad you all could make it. Are you ready for your daily feeding? Lunchtime has arrived. Once you try this burger, you will not be able to resist the craving for more. People always wonder, how do we get so much beef to feed all of these people? You love it. You need it. Come get some now. Look at you. You can't resist my food. You love it? Every greasy bite. Goodbye for now. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have it your way. I'm a blastronaut. I turn knuckleheads into meatloaf. That's why your ass gon' rock.
Oh man, welcome back again, you guys. Let's take a break from Nick Fuentes, if you don't mind. You guys okay with that? Let's go over to Dearborn, Michigan, and see what these Christian nationalists practicing, their First Amendment freedom of speech rights
We are coming
with this peaceful protest.
Will unite. Christ is king. Israel is not welcome here. Go back to your fucking country. Hey, my family's been here 30 years. We've been here 30 minutes. Get the fuck out of my country. Tired of you fucking people. Who is established? Get the fuck out of our country. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. Get the fuck out of my country. Take your fucking shit somewhere else. Get back to your country. Allah Akbar. Fuck Allah Akbar. Take that shit back to your country. Take that shit back to your country. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You a bitch, bro. I am? Plus my God, bro. Yeah? America first, motherfucker. Go ahead.
Out of control. Out of control.
What's up, bitch? Knock your teeth out, boy. Guys. I'll knock your teeth out, boy. Keep it peaceful. That's assault. You think I'm afraid of you people? Exactly. Go back to your fucking country.
Yeah, so go back to your country.
What are you doing?
It's crazy over there, man. We'll go back to that later. Let's go back to Nick Fuentes again. The Hamas-Israel, war helps make Nick become more famous. I'll let this guy right here explain it and break it down to you. He's spot on, I think.
I was going to talk about the insidious nature of people taking advantage of the void in discourse from liberal and left advocates. Well, not left advocates, but liberal advocates for the Palestinian emancipatory movement has created this unique media landscape where Nick Fuentes is coming across as one of these major anti-Israel voices.
Bones, police used bikes, as you see there, to try to block the crowd, and they were arresting demonstrators there on the ground.
Go ahead and let's go over to Hassan.
Yeah, Hassan, go ahead.
Okay. So before we get started,
that dude up top, I like him.
I just want to say, I want to commend Nick for being a phenomenal orator and sneaking in multiple lines in there. For example, including calling the shooter a martyr. And making it seem as though it was an unavoidable and ultimately rational cause that he had to go out and shoot someone. Obviously, there was just no other way. There was simply no other way for this shooter to express his outrage for coexisting with humans that look a little different than them. And maybe, which is...
I think the best place to start here would probably be Nick. I mean, he was part of the Charlottesville, what would you really call that? The get-together, the riot, whatever you want to say. And obviously,
go with Nazi protest.
Okay. You were involved with that. And so how do you feel like this was in any way influenced by that Charlottesville event? And do you feel like this person who did commit the shooting in New Zealand was influenced by these people on YouTube?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll say at the outset that advocacy for violence by people on the right, and particularly the white identitarian or white advocacy, even people adjacent to that, is basically not tolerated.
Is one, because he has been for a very long time utterly irrelevant, unfortunately, has been platformed and revitalized his career directly as a consequence of like hanging out with Molestini.
Show it. Show that clip.
Who
You got that
openly
clip
talked
of
about
him-
how
of them hanging out?
he gave him a lifeline.
Happens like an advocate.
What's up?
None. They're just serious.
That's true.
Thank God it was a bear.
Glasses aren't that serious. Wear something like this.
Yeah, are you Jewish by any chance?
Irish Italian.
Okay. Oh, thanks.
For those of you who don't know, these are a bunch
Yeah,
of
a little
streamers that are like modern day, kind of like modern day rock stars, if you ask me, and they're making all the
No.
money. They're
No,
making
I'm like
millions.
You, I'm Irish and Italian.
Millions.
Yeah, these are cool glasses, all right?
Some of them are even showing off how much they're making on some of their streams and some of their
Good
YouTubes.
advice. Yeah, all right.
One dude showed him like $37 million
Yeah,
or something like that in like 5 years.
I look a little Jewish. I don't know if he was a rat.
What if
Good
he was
shit.
like, I am? What about it?
Well, and I would say, like, I don't know what I would say, but he looked a little. Listen. I normally wouldn't say that, but here's the thing: we're here in Miami Beach, all right? And I told you we were up north, and we were in this like neighborhood where they had like a Jewish ambulance and stuff, and like, it was like we were literally in this town where there was Star Dave on every door.
He's obsessed. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Look at them. Really, these guys think they're cool, man. Look at them. I get it. I mean, they're having fun, though. I mean, a bunch of friends. I get it. Take note of how they look, though, all right? Take note of how they all dress and look. Especially the dude. See that dude right there? In the shorts, blue shorts, and like the tucked-in Hawaiian shirt or whatever he's wearing on. Take note of how they're dressed and how they all look. So he put up a video, letting his followers know they can't be fat and ugly, you guys. It's bad for his brand. Look.
Please, if you are fat or ugly, just stay away from the photographs. And generally, just stay away. It's not personal. I'm not that shallow. It's not that. It's just that if we ever have a picture of the Groypers and it's a bunch of fat, ugly retards, we're all going to look like fat, ugly retards. People are going to say, oh, look, here come the Groypers, and they're going to post a picture of your fat, ugly face.
Dude, this is what he considers a perfect, the perfect image right here, you guys, of his brand. Let's zoom in on goofy looking boy. The shorts. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. That's a cool brand, you guys. This is Nick and, his crew walking into the, annual Conservative Action Conference. Only problem is he wasn't invited, you guys. Again. So he figured, him and his crew, they should just walk through the building. But he got thrown out really fucking quick, man. Really quick. But he went across the street and threw his own America Fest or whatever he calls it. America First Conference or something like that.
It's so weird. I tell people I get banned from Twitter and they say,
Listen to this.
why? They give you a reason? And it's like, they banned the sitting president of the United States from Twitter. They don't give you a reason. It's not like they have a good reason.
A few minutes later, in the same speech, you guys.
How many of you have seen a tweet that I put on Twitter and then I delete like 30 minutes later? Have you ever seen that? I think like one time
Listen
I
what he
tweeted,
says.
I said,
Wonders why he's
I wish
banned.
George Floyd would get exploded with a grenade. I said, I wish there was a zombie apocalypse so we could kill George Floyd 2 times.
And he wonders.
I mean, now that's definitely against the terms of service.
Man, yeah, you heard him right, you guys. You can't make this shit up, man. This dude will keep, I'll give you my take on him in a few. Let's just keep going, you guys. This is who he ended up banning him right here. It wasn't just Twitter. Look at all these motherfuckers. And I heard a rumor about him. You guys want to hear it? You guys want to hear it? I heard a rumor.
Some people
This guy will tell you.
have said he's also on a no-fly list, which would imply that he's currently on the federal government's terrorist screening center. Of course, this is just a rumor, for which the only proof he's given is a video interaction where he asks a
Yeah, I wonder who started the rumor.
if he's on a no-fly list, to which she says, "I'm not sure," which isn't proof, believe it or not. A much more plausible explanation would be that he was banned from a specific airline for unruly behavior.
That makes more sense.
And I say this is more likely because he admitted.
Nice glasses.
I think I'm about to get kicked off my flight to PA because my mask isn't covering my nose. Yup, just got kicked off. Here's the best. I
So
never
he
refused to
self-inflicts
wear the
things
mask,
for
but the
publicity.
flight attendant
Clearly,
had
that's
the
what he
plane
does.
go back to the gate and had
But
me
I mean, you know,
removed because of
actors do
my
it, musicians do it,
attitude.
all celebrities do it. He is a celebrity. He's in the streaming world,
I got
in the
up
political
and
world.
looked him in the eyes and said, "Hey, fuck you." He replied,
Doesn't
"Enjoy
love him
your
or hate
time
him,
in Chicago." I said, "Yeah, eat shit."
He suspects, quite rightly, that he's on a no-fly list. So he's going to be driving from Chicago to Florida.
So this kind of sucks. So yesterday I didn't do a show, of course, because I was traveling to Orlando.
So, for example, he claimed I was on a no-fly list. That is a bold-faced lie. But I showed up to the airport today to fly down to Florida from Chicago, where I live, and I was told, basically, that I've been put on a no-fly list by the federal government. Patrick said that I'm broke or something. Is it possible to talk to 4 lawyers if you have $0? I think that would be and I can't fly on planes now, and they took all my money, and it's not fair. But an NBC report claimed in connection to that I was under FBI investigation. Now, to my knowledge, that's not true. I know that the FBI is investigating me over the January 6th Capitol situation.
A specific claim that your bank account was frozen.
Much. It's a half-truth. It's not enough. It's not enough that we're banned from everything. It's not enough that they froze my bank account. It's because I don't like to lie. I don't like to do the covert stuff. I'm really not cut out for that because I'm a very authentic person. We'll talk about the no-fly list situation, which frankly I'm like already tired of talking about. Not really. Tim Pool, if you want to hit me up.
See, it's all advertisement for him. It's all advertisement, you guys. Let's watch him and his followers grope some left-wing journalists. Look at this. When they're walking around that conference, they're not invited to. Dressed up cool with the cool image. These dudes are out having fun. Instead of meeting girls, this is what they do. That's what's happening here. This is their entertainment. Instead of going to the club and dancing and meeting the girls and hooking up, trying to get laid, this is what they're doing. To each their own, man.
Progressive publication.
You know, to each your own, right?
CPAC, but not Nick Fuentes. But America First conservatives like Nick Fuentes are not. Come back here. We're not.
Because of how girls are treating these young guys, man. But I get it when you see how these young guys are acting. I didn't know they're acting like this. But I don't think they all are, man. That's not necessary, but these guys are just out having fun. I really think that, man. This is what they're into, man. They're not into girls. They don't like meeting girls, man. They just want to, hang out with a bunch of other dudes, I guess. You know what these guys all need, right, you guys? You do know what they need, right? They're like 26. They need this. They need... Because all this is doing is creating a bunch of these dudes right here. Look.
The world was 30% white. Fast forward 125 years, we are down to 7%. The Islamification of Europe is particularly aimed at the destruction of white people. The Islamification of America is aiming to meet the same goal. Our people, white Christian, European, Western civilization, we built the arts. We built the Colosseum.
We have ran the world into the industrial age. And now, this people here, the Muslim community, is looking to drag us back. They're looking to oppress women, oppress homosexuals. They're looking to destroy everything that makes America great. President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn. These people have overstayed their visas. They're H-1B chain migration invaders, and they have come to this country to destroy our way of life. We know exactly your laws in your book about lying to our faces, pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits. But that doesn't happen anywhere else where you guys are in charge. There are 53 Muslim majority countries, and in all of them, it is tyranny, destruction, it is shithole living. We have to call it what it is. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination. Our founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans, and we're being driven out.
Man, so he's a piece of shit, you guys. He's a piece of shit racist. Sorry, but he is. He is, you guys, straight up. Let me show you, what he watched and heard his friend that has been, in the streets with him all day, what he watched and heard his friend fucking say. He even recorded it, man. All right, so I know he heard his friend say it, and he got up after his homie said it.
We came here today to send a message that American towns and cities will not be Islamified. We do not want this in our country.
Watch.
We're against that. And as a message for white Americans and black Americans, the identity of our country is firmly rooted in our history and who we are as Christians.
That's what bothers me.
We should never reject that. We should never go past that. We should never let that down. We should put it up and put it forward.
That other dude's a piece of shit, man. So did you guys notice that, or am I just crazy? Verse his white friend.
That American towns
he's filming it right here.
We do not want this in our country. We're against that. And as a message for white Americans and black Americans,
you heard him say
of our country is firmly rooted in our history, who we are as Christians. We should never reject that.
I watched him all throughout the video. He said it many times throughout the day too, man. That's what bothers me. Let's go back to the white guy now. But yeah, that's what bothers me.
For white Americans,
See?
And we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us. I don't want you here. I don't want you here.
That's fine, sir.
This is our country. And the people, the veterans, the World War II veterans, that's blood has soaked for our constitutional republic, are taking a look around Europe. They're taking a look around America, and they're saying, what the hell did we fight for? We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You guys are outbreeding insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us. You won't build buildings like us. You are nothing. You can build nothing. Just like President Trump's great American friends have said. You guys are not us, and get the fuck out. America first. America only. God bless America. Jesus is king. 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 Jesus is king.
Look at this, man. Look at the angle here, man. These motherfuckers started a war up in there.
Jesus is king. Let me grab my...
This Dearborn, Michigan, I mean, it's majority.
Christ is king!
That dude's crazy.
Jesus is king.
Christ is king.
See, I don't like the craziness at all, man.
I live in Detroit. I'll be here tomorrow. We're coming to make sure you Muslims don't take over. What are you going to do? 2 billion Muslims feel safe in America. Go. Keep walking. Let's go. Keep walking. Let's go. You're done. Let's go. We will not surrender. We will not back down. This is what Muslim America wants us to do. They want us to cower. Christians, stand up. Stand tall. America, across this country, rise up just like we did today in Dearborn. In Texas.
Okay, so, some people want you to, think this is a, Christian, these are nice Christians, and, being arrested in Dearborn, Michigan. And some people want you to believe that, that, a group of Christians are being harassed and outnumbered by a bunch of Muslims. They are being, harassed and outnumbered. Look what they're doing.
I'll f that motherfucker's life up. And
they're going in there and...
That's it. It's on camera. I will f that motherfucker's life up. Let him come to me face on face. Face to face, I'll kill him. I'm my mother's soul. So that's it.
You're killing him.
I'll kill him.
Let's see why he's so upset.
Planning.
We're going to burn a Quran in retaliation for assaulting one of our patriot heroes here, Cam.
Can't do that,
America's
man.
a Christian country, and we could burn any type of...
Imagine if they're burning our
we want
Bibles.
here. That's what our founding
Just
fathers
imagine,
would've done.
man, if
That's what we're
Muslims
gonna
are
do
walking
right
down
now.
the street burning our Bibles, man. They're not either. So, he's about to burn a Muslim Bible, you guys, in front of hundreds of Muslims, man, because of an independent journalist was pepper sprayed by a non-Muslim protester. That's what bothers me here, man. Let's all watch that before we keep, going here. Let's see what happened in that, what caused him to do what he's about to do. Tell me if this doesn't, look like a standard, trans-Tifa protester, that's at a pro-Palestinian thing, This Cam guy, I don't know, dude. Cam, I used to watch you a lot, man. And if I'm right, I think this journalist should have, he should have told him all that, man. He should have stopped it, really. Because these fucks are going to, create nationwide problems, man, more than we already have. And we already have this whole country split up and divided, man. But tell me if I'm wrong about, my assessment here. Tell me if it looks like some Muslim. It's not just because, their skin color, but look, just tell me.
Get fucking going.
Because first off, just so you guys know, that's supposed to be a girl.
Keep walking, Nazi.
I've never seen a transgendered Muslim. Have you guys? Have you?
Neo-Nazi.
Have you?
Get
I mean,
going across the fucking street.
I really haven't. So far, all I'm seeing, is white on white hate right here. That's all I'm seeing. What about you guys?
You are not welcome here. Go.
Why is he not welcome on the public sidewalk?
You are not welcome. Go.
Sir or ma'am.
That fool said, or ma'am. But, the problem is he's been doing that all day, man. He's been kind of hyping people up. I'm telling you, he's been like the way he talks to them when he's filming them. I noticed it earlier when I was watching from other people's camera angles. And honestly, I've been watching this Cam guy. I've been watching him for like 6 months now, man. This made me look at him differently, man. I look at you differently, Cam. I do, man. You should be more like this Nick Shirley guy. You should be more like Nick Shirley, man. Nick Shirley, he has respect. Maybe his mom taught him. I don't know.
Why is he not welcome on the public sidewalk?
Fucking neo-Nazi.
What happens next is why I think I'm right here, man. Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys.
No one wants to talk to you. You're trying to start this small talk.
Watch. Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys.
Why is he not welcome on a public sidewalk?
Nazi. Go.
It's right here, watch.
Go.
This is where I...
Go.
Look who walked up to...
But the conversations that we've had, I'm pretty sure.
Listen.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to go against it because he's all on camera. Okay, he's a cool guy, but
He's not a cool guy.
I understand what he stands for. But he's cool right now. He's not harassing us. He's not doing anything.
Look who's trying to calm things down, man. Take 2 looks, why don't you?
He's just talking to us. That's it.
We get all Nazis out of any given space.
We understand.
It's the only way to protect
We understand that. We understand that. Do not cause any. That's it. Have a normal conversation with you guys.
That I'm not gonna fucking do.
Because that's all they want from you is your reaction. You know better than that. We all know better than to give them a reaction.
Creators need
right?
content.
You get this?
I know the one thing that has always fucking worked, and that's forcing Nazis out of any fucking space they come at.
100%. But by showing them
You're
how
not
we
tough.
actually are, okay?
You're not tough.
With open arms all the time. That's what we are. That's how we are. That's how we operate.
Are you guys seeing this? Wonder if Cam is. I mean, I found this footage on his page, on his YouTube page, so he must have seen it, right? He edited it, uploaded it, Keep going. Go ahead.
They will look stupid. They will feel stupid. At the end of the day, most of them don't feel stupid because they are stupid.
That's the most negative thing he said in that whole thing, right? He has a point there.
So why is he not welcome on a public sidewalk?
Get the camera out of my face.
I mean, they're walking down the street, slapping bacon on their Quran, trying to burn it. I mean, look. He got hit by the trans-Tifa, not by the Muslim dude. But look what happens right here. I guess some Muslim dude picks up and throws the phone.
Phone right here. Is this phone?
But you guys, they've been out there.
All right, guys, he just got pepper sprayed.
It's been crazy.
For attacking and assaulting someone. No, you're not get your phone. Actually, you get it.
It's been wild out there.
There we go.
I watched a bunch of this footage. Are you gonna play some of that other crazy shit?
Come on in.
No!
Disgusting fuck pepper spray. No! I did pepper spray. What do you do? Everybody back up.
I got it. Flush his eyes with this water right here.
Oh, he's bad on it.
Here you go. You going in? Go in first, boys. All right.
No, guys.
Flush his eyes.
Flush his eyes. Bring him right there. That's okay.
Keep them close. Try not to rub them.
Was I right, you guys? Okay, let's keep going. I think I was right, though.
I've just been attacked. Now people are planning something, and what are you planning?
We're going to burn a
You got my
Quran
hand
in
mic?
retaliation
Oh, like
for
this
assaulting one of our Patriot heroes here, Cam.
It just happens that, he just happens to have lighter fluid and a bunch of Qurans, you guys. The Muslim Bible. The guy that hates Muslims has a Quran,
America's
a bunch of Qurans,
country,
I
and
guess.
we can burn any type of book we want here.
Let us show you more about this piece of shit and who he really might be.
What if I told you that the most prominent white nationalist, and I'm certainly not talking about Nick Fuentes, I'm talking about an actual, for real, white nationalist, the most big, famous Gen Z white nationalist is an international spy of sorts or some kind of plant from another country that is here specifically to sow division and hatred between the races here, which, as everybody knows, is on the list of ways that you actually demoralize and break a country in the long run. This is from Jacob Lang, okay? Currently, I am stripped of all rights, enduring horrific conditions, carrying the cross of American liberty with 40 other brave Patriot brothers in the D.C. jail for 1 year and 6 days now. I am Jake Lang, the son of two amazing parents, the brother of an Israeli Air Force medic, the owner of multiple businesses, founder of J6 Truth, yada, yada, a child of the Most High God. Well, I'm not sure what he means by that, but maybe we can find some other stuff that would shed some light on that, since he's a white nationalist, right? Christian white nationalist. But definitely not someone who had his bar mitzvah in Israel kissing the wall, okay? And if you can't tell, this is me making sure that that's not AI, and we ran it through two different AIs, and they both said that it is genuine. Okay. And then when you look here, okay, this is from other people who had interacted with this guy and had sniffed him out, right? This is from Tim Hale, who says he's a plant. His family served in the IDF, Antifa member and BLM rioter years ago. He's a stalker, a con artist, a junkie who has been in and out of trouble his whole life, not a conservative, not a Trump supporter, and didn't even vote. Tried to snitch on the Oath Keepers. Fraud. Okay. And then down here, this is from his mom. You can see below there. And over here, this is stepmom information. Okay. So here's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm not trying to discredit this kid, right? My point is that who is he? And why is he pretending to be something that he's not? And going around trying to start race wars. Look at this, dude. Here's social media. I'm Jake Lang modeling. She's like, you are a slam artist. I've been trying to cancel my account for months now. No one signed up for this company. Okay. John Sullivan, picture with Ray Epps. You guys know who John Sullivan is? It's for another day. Okay. But this is from one of his cellmates saying that he has that. This is what Jacob Lang said. He has the same objectives as Antifa and brags about how January 6th has been a great, quote, business opportunity for him. We've been highly infiltrated. These people aren't Trump supporters and they don't have conservative bone in their bodies. The only claim they have to conservatism is that the only claim they have to conservatism, they were arrested on January 6th. Okay. Bottom line, Jake Lang is a white nationalist who had his bar mitzvah in Israel and kissed the wall. Okay. I mean, that's a thing that happened. So I don't know. I mean, unless you guys think that this is a fake video. Yeah. Is this not real? Is that not him? I mean, is that not Jake Lang? You know what I mean? There's your, that's a 2025 Christian white nationalist that's trying to start a race war. Okay. So you can go ahead and put that in your pipe and smoke it, guys. I don't know who would be running an operation like that, trying to destroy the country from the inside out. You guys can pull from that what you will.
Now, back to the agitator.
That's what our founding fathers
He just
done.
needed
That's
a
what we're gonna
reason.
do right now.
Wow, so
He plotted it, premeditated.
Cam took refuge here inside of this RV. He got pepper sprayed, and now they're going to be burning a Quran.
We can't allow this shit.
This is about to get wild.
We should. I mean, we can allow it, because of free. I get it, but we should. We should condemn it. Everybody should condemn this behavior.
Come burn it, man. You can burn it. No, you can burn it. No, you can burn it. We don't respect America. We don't respect them. No.
And is he trying to create a fucking civil war in our streets?
We got another Quran.
Even though, I mean, that better not happen.
I thought he was about to burn the Quran and then you went and grabbed it. How offensive is that as you as a Muslim man?
Okay, as Muslim man, we don't like no one burn any of our books. First of all, second,
I would be pissed if someone burned the Bible.
Exactly. And now, because of these fucks right here, I'm sure
first
it's
of all,
going to happen all over.
the law is
you're
not allowed to burn any religion. Plus, we don't have a problem with any Christian. We don't have a problem with Jesus. We don't have a problem with this. This is America. This is for all.
Some
we
of
respect
you do.
Everyone.
Don't be lying.
We respect your religion. You have to respect my religion.
I don't support the burnings of other people's religious
It's
books.
a very small few, guys. So don't take that wrong. Same here. Same here.
Yo, guys.
And now he's got bacon with the Quran. He's smacking the Quran with bacon.
You see what I mean? I mean, come on. Is that necessary? To me, it makes Christians look bad. And it makes white people look bad. The way this guy's acting.
You got people running on the streets. The whole entire street's been taken over. Entire street intersection. You got green lights right there. Nobody's able to go through. Cops have just appeared on scene. Now you have cops coming in.
Hey,
what's your thoughts on what's going on?
No division, man. This is about unity. This is supposed to be a unity march. This ain't this stupid shit. Literally. How would you
subscribe to Nick's channel, you guys?
feel if I walked in your and burned the fucking Bible and
I'd be pissed. I don't agree with that at all.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta respect each other, man. This is bullshit.
I concur.
There's a fine line when it comes to respecting other religions.
Yep, fact.
You can't be burning Bibles, man. I wouldn't want to see them burning our Bibles. You know? I mean, come on, man.
Police have now appeared on scene. Bro, how do you feel to see somebody grab your holy book, though, and smack it with bacon?
Yeah. I don't know why he's doing that.
That's not right at all.
You know what the funny thing is? He's going to hell. I didn't care.
That's like us holding the Bible, ripping that shit apart, and burning it.
We wouldn't do that, though. We wouldn't do that.
That's not respectful. We wouldn't do shit like that because that's up.
Hey, bro, I love you, bro. Whatever you are, I love you.
Do you think it's a bit far to burn someone else's holy book?
No, it's not holy. It's a most dishonorable, disgusting book. It sanctifies of children. How can that book be holy? I'm a man that knows Jesus Christ. And someone who had his bar mitzvah in Israel kissing the wall. And he fed the children and protected the children. Muhammad the children and took over entire countries by the death of the sword. Islam is spread through the sword. Christianity is spread through love.
He says the Quran's not a holy book.
I just wish he would say the nice shit, you know?
No,
the
it's
white
not true.
shit,
What are you talking about?
Make sure you guys follow Nick. He's a good. I like him. He's on the ground. You know, I've been following him since him and his mom were covering the election, and they were hitting all the streets together, traveling the whole country and filming it live stream IRL, and it was cool, man. Let's get back to the other Nick Fuentes.
We want Nick. 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 We want Nick.
Welcome to the 2014 Speech Team Regional Performance.
You know, they say about a certain holiday and there's blood involved and there's this ancient myth, medieval myth about people being kidnapped, sacrificed on a certain holiday. You know, maybe the people that are running Netflix, maybe the people running these institutions, maybe they kind of live off of this kind of thing. Child sacrifice. It's an evil country we live in. This is an evil practice. You know, this is not a civilization when this is going on. And to me, it's the most simple thing. It's the most simple and easy thing in the world, I think, you know, that we have to talk about on the show, which is abortion. It should be the most cut and dry thing. If you support abortion, I'm sorry, you are not a human being. You know, people that support abortion should be aborted themselves. You know, talk about post-birth abortion. I think we should have some post-birth abortions for all the abortionists out there. You know, if some sweetheart can't keep her legs closed, you know, and she's a single mom and she just really has to get her degree from NYU, I think maybe it's time to abort you, babe. You know what? I don't think we can afford people like you anymore. 91% of single moms are on welfare. I don't think we can afford you anymore, bitch. I don't think we can afford you anymore, bitch. Boom! Take that! Oh! I think you're getting to be a little bit of an inconvenience, so maybe it's time for some abortions in that direction, right? Can't expect God to do all the work. No, I'm joking. That's jokes. I'm only joking. That is only meant. Pause. Hello. Pause. Time out. That is a joke. That is only meant to illustrate, to demonstrate the hypocrisy of pro-choice people. I would never advocate, you know, abortion, pantomiming, the firing of a firearm. Oh! You know, that is all meant to ridicule, mock, to illustrate the hypocrisy of the left on the abortion issue, which is what it is, murder. And perhaps if you're willing to murder people for inconvenience, right, or rather for convenience sake, then maybe this has some troubling consequences if we carry it through. It maybe has some troubling conclusions if we follow it all the way through, right? If we follow that logic all the way down the line and apply it to other things. So we're not advocating violence. I don't want anybody to go out there. I don't want to see, you know, a headline that says abortion clinic massacre, America First named as the as the motivation. I don't want to see that. If you do that, that's not what I'm supporting. I hate people who do that kind of thing. People who kill, I'm against that. Violence, I'm against that. So unambiguously, you know, we're anti-violence, but we are saying in the strongest of terms, in the strongest of nonviolent, peaceful terms of service terms, that we are against abortion. It's obviously an evil, satanic practice. It's child sacrifice. So sad, the kind of pederast warlords we support in Afghanistan. Did we really have to invade to get Osama? At least we have the poppy fields. I don't think we needed... He was in Pakistan, right? Anyway, that's where we found him. So, I mean, we had to do something after 9/11. I don't think it was necessarily wrong that we blew people up after 9/11 or invaded a country, even if it was the wrong country, even if we know who was responsible. Just look at the FOIA reports. Anyway, I believe the government story, by the way. I'm not trying to peddle 9/11 conspiracies. That's against the terms of service. I believe the government story. But we should have invaded somebody. Somebody should have paid for it. But we should have been there for 19 years. You know what based means?
And I guess it's important to understand how these things take place, which is that, for example, somebody showed up to my house with a gun trying to kill me because I said that after the election, I said, your body, my choice, which is like a twist on my body, my choice. I got doxxed. But my address had been on the internet because the SPLC posted it. Southern Poverty Law Center. This is one of these liberal outfits. They posted a photo of my house on their website. And this is, by the way, one of the richest nonprofits on the left. They're up there with the ADL. They're very wealthy, very powerful. It's important to understand, they put the address out there and crazy liberals, leftists got that, and they attacked my house because of something I said on Twitter. But it's important to know that I was targeted first by the SPLC, by the ADL. This is why my address is out there. This is why I was branded at one time a white supremacist and a white nationalist. And a lot of people don't understand that that is really the anatomy of how somebody is canceled, is you say something that is against, let's say, the hegemonic left. You say something that is against the most powerful global special interests. And people don't realize it works this way. So like, for example, you'll say, Israel's not our closest ally. And then a group like the ADL, which is a group, they're called Anti-Defamation League. They're against the defamation of Jewish people. A group like that will identify you as an enemy of their special interest, which is the Israel lobby. They will pay somebody, not a significant amount of money, but they'll pay somebody a full-time salary to then follow you around, how you make your money, what you do for a living, your family, your employers, employees, friends, associates, and they start to poke and look for ways that they can hurt you, to persuade you to stop saying the things that you're saying. So in my case, from a very early age, I was not really controversial when I got started. I didn't really say anything that was that out there, but I was saying that Israel's not our ally. So they put somebody on me. In this case, it was Jared Holt at Right Wing Watch. Right Wing Watch is a subsidiary of People for the American Way, which is a Soros-funded nonprofit. So this guy would watch my show every night. He was paid to do this. It's his job. And he was paid to look for every time I said anything controversial, anything that sounded controversial, any joke that sounded offensive. And his job was then to clip what sounded bad, post it on Twitter, and say that represented that I'm a white nationalist, I'm an extremist, Christian fanatic. And this has taken place over the course of 10 years. Ever since I was 18 years old, this is what I have been subjected to. And after 10 years, you get a profile as all your worst clips, all the things that could sound bad. All those things have been compiled over your entire career, and then they make you out to be a fanatic, a nut job, a hateful person. And so that's how I got the reputation as a white nationalist, all of the above. What they then do, of course, is they rile up their base. So the person that showed up at my house was a 23-year-old kid. I don't actually know what his motivation was. The police never told me. I imagine he was maybe feeling bad about the election. He showed up at my house about a month after that. Maybe he was upset about my tweet about abortion or feminism. But he was effectively sicked on me by these types of groups that built up that catalog of horrible things that engage in that reputational destruction. And so that's just a little insight into how this, it's sort of the anatomy of a smear, the anatomy of that kind of labeling and that kind of smear campaign.
All this now is so that you can finish it if I can't. Because I won't even let death stop me.
Here's half my take on this, you guys. If we don't all calm the fuck down right now, man, our country, it's going to be in trouble. Remember what this guy said?
Can we all get along? Can we get along?
Can't we all just get along?
Some of you gropers weren't even born yet. I'm sure 99% of you weren't, man, so I get it. So, take note of what that man said, you guys, because we all know how this ends up. I'll show you if you just in case you don't know. Look, this is what happens if
LA became embedded in a dark part of the country's history, the LA riots. What we saw tore us apart, and much of what we saw from the air.
Especially in the big cities. It's not pretty. It won't be pretty. So calm the fuck down, man. All right? It's important. Calm the fuck down. I mean, it's really important. We all need to get along. I mean, look at this, man. It becomes a domino effect that this can happen. But on a much larger scale, we don't want this to happen. It's not necessary. Never has been. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're a parent, this is why you do not want your fucking kid to stay at home and live in the basement or in the spare bedroom until they're 30 years old. That's the other part of my take.
The world's oldest profession bears striking resemblance to the second oldest profession, politics. Thank you, JP. Thank you, Colin. That's our show. Join us next week. We'll be talking about the next debate, November 10th, on Fox Business. God bless LTTV. God bless the United States of America. I'm Nicholas J. Fuentes. See you next week.
Yep, same here. Please subscribe. Thank you for coming. It means a lot. Love you, Mom. Bye, everybody. Peace.
We feel bad for Candace Owens that she lost her job, so I figure with her image of what Jews are supposed to look like, why not at least validate her?
This fucktard is a so-called rabbi. Isn't that a priest at their temple or something like that? Look at the dick on his face. On his nose. Look at that.
I am dressed up as a Candace Owens Jew. Now, this is not a Christian child, it's a Jewish child. But if it would be, I got my Christian blood. Mmm, spicy, delicious.
Drinking.